JT Show.
What's going on, you sexy beasts, and welcome to another episode of the Smash JT Show, my weekly episodic adventure discussing divisive issues in the video game industry and beyond sometimes. It airs every Friday, and before I forget, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and like the video if you feel like being nice. Let's just jump right into it. This week, the word of the week is fanboyism. Yes, that's right. I was talking to my buddy Eric, the Viking gamer. I've referenced him before on the channel. Really good dude. Really into video games just like me. Love talking games with him. Love talking games with everybody, especially you guys. It's kind of why I started this channel. However, starting a channel also comes along with the caveats of a lot of hate in the comments section, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. And that's what this conversation is going to be about. I want to try to narrow down why fanboyism in the video game community is so strong, creating almost incredible levels of toxicity that are not really seen in other areas like comics and movies or even sports. The levels of fanboyism going on with video games is unparalleled, and I'm trying to figure out why that is. For me personally, I try not to be a fanboy, whatever the definition of the word really is, probably different to each person. I own all of the major consoles. I also game on the PC. I play video games on the go. I play video games everywhere. I don't care what I'm playing the game on. If the game is only available on a specific console and it's a good game, I'll be playing that game on that console. I won't be hating on the other consoles for not having it or making fun of other people for not having it. I'll just be enjoying my time playing that game. I'm wondering where the epicenter of fanboyism really comes from. I've been thinking a bit about how it may be that if people don't have all the systems and they get a specific game for a system that they own, they want to tell the world that what they're playing is the best no matter what anybody else says, because they don't want to hear that something else is better that they don't have. Maybe it's a subconscious human brain thing where the brain just tells yourself that you don't want to know what that other game is. You don't want to know what the other console is. You fear the unknown and you just want to be happy with what you know. That's one area that you could see fanboyism creeping in. But I don't understand why it's so strong in the comments section, especially from when videos start getting more shared and more popular. More and more hate inevitably shows up in the comments section. Oftentimes it's because you're not a big channel, and if you're a big channel, oftentimes it's because you're a big channel and they don't like big channels. In the video game space, it seems like that hate and anger is way higher than anywhere else, on YouTube especially. For the longest time, it was a rivalry between Nintendo and Sega back in the day, and if you didn't have a Nintendo but you had a Sega, Sega was better. And if you had a Nintendo and you didn't have the Sega, Nintendo was better. It was almost like you were trying to prove to your friends that what you had was better than what they had, and if you only had one of them, you'd be trying to convince everybody that yours is the best, because when you're a kid, you don't want to be wrong, especially in social circumstances like that. And as you get older, oftentimes people don't grow out of that stage. I feel like it's a very childish thing to say that your system and your preference is better than someone else's for whatever reason. It just doesn't make sense to me. It never has. Maybe that's because I've always had all the systems growing up and into adulthood. I've always gotten all the systems I've wanted, so I've never had the reason to hate on another system. I've never had the feelings of what I have here is better than what's over there, so I don't even want to find out what that is because I'm happy in my safe space here. That could be one aspect to it. As we go on with the modern age of gaming and Sony and Microsoft have entered the fray, oftentimes people say that Nintendo is a kid's console still, or Sony makes all the best exclusive games, or Xbox is lagging behind because all their games are compatible on the PC, so why would anyone buy an Xbox? Everyone has their reasons to love or hate each individual major company. But what a lot of people don't realize is that all these companies are businesses, and they all make business decisions, sometimes for the good, sometimes not so good. But each single one of them I can single out decisions that they've all made that have been tremendously good and incredibly stupid. So it doesn't necessarily matter which company we're talking about. They're all, for lack of a better word, human companies. They make mistakes, they try to grow, they want your business, and they want to do the right thing while making as much money as possible, because that's what businesses do. Where the fanboyism comes in though, I'm not really quite sure. Which is why I want to throw this out to you guys, because I'm wondering, have you ever had an instance in your life where if you feel like you're not a fanboy of a specific console, have you ever accidentally fallen into the trap of being a fanboy? And if you are a fanboy of a specific console or consoles, why is that? Why do you feel like that's needed? Why is it necessary to try to prove what you like is better than what someone else likes? And fanboyism isn't specifically just for consoles either. I see it from game publisher to game publisher, where people will absolutely love anything made by Square Enix, but then if someone else is making a role-playing game, they don't even want to look at it. Or if Bethesda's making a game, they will only play Bethesda games because they love the Fallout series and that's all they ever want to play because that's what their passion is. And anything else that's even close to that is trash because they probably haven't played it, but more likely what they've played they didn't truly give a full opportunity to. Fanboyism truly has no bounds when it comes to the realm of video games. I'm not hating on people, I'm not trying to get a fight going, I don't want toxicity here. I just want to find out so we can have a conversation and maybe come to some sort of conclusion as to what fanboyism in the video game world really is, and if there's anything we can necessarily even do about it. And with that being said, I want to pass that off to you guys and move on to the next topic, which is the smashing game of the week, which is really just the game I'm playing right now, and that game is Horizon Chase Turbo. Not giving a full review here or anything like that, but want to give you guys the heads up that it just came out on the Switch, $20 on the eShop, and I'm having a blast with it. It reminds me a lot of Rad Racer mixed with Outrun. It's got that same type of arcadey feel with the racing, and the controls are on point. You're able to really move the car exactly where you want it to go, and the speeds feel tremendously realistic. The game's a blast to play, and in this golden era of video gaming that we're living in right now, this is just another drop in that bucket of awesome games to check out. So if you like racing games, can't really go wrong with that one. Check it out and let me know in the comments about that one if you've heard of it, and if you played it, what you think about it. And that's where I'm going to leave this week's episode. Again, I want to say a special thank you to all the Patreons listed here on the screen right now. Without your support, I would not be able to continue this channel, so truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If anybody out there is interested in joining them for as little as $1 per month, hit that Patreon link that just showed up right in front of you there. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, hit the subscribe link right there and the bell for notifications. And if you missed last week's episode, I'll put a link to it right there. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you stay sexy.